Female hip-hop, where's the talent? I done lined them up, but where's the challenge? No bars, no flows.
This is LIV with StreetLeagueMovement.com.
It's your girl, Miss Listen Knows, Cassie Radio. Here with Mike Larry.
What up?
And the beautiful, Miss Liv. I want to live.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing?
I did a little slithery move.
Nice to be here.
Y'all connected right now with the little slithery.
She already
know.
She got it.
Fit in the seat. You know, get comfortable.
I'm gonna let y'all have
That's
that.
good.
Great conversation tonight.
It is. I'm excited.
Okay.
You look even better than in the video. I didn't even think that was possible. Coming over here.
She's
Model
so
turned artist.
I like her.
I
like her.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Where you from?
I'm from Chicago.
Oh, shit.
Originally from Chicago, South Side.
Hey, baby, you too pretty for that.
You know what?
You a fighter?
Everybody thinks I'm a singer.
You look like
I
it.
am a fighter. Trained
Nice,
fighter.
nice.
Trained fighter.
Oh,
But
trained fighter?
Good trained or like professional trained?
Professionally trained, boxing, everything.
Oh, you,
Oh,
Get it in it.
Oh,
You know what? It was secondary to school. I was going to college in Chicago.
Okay.
Which one?
I went to University of Illinois at Chicago.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Nice.
So I was getting my degree, and in between that, it was Ford right down the street. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, let me go get some money. So I started modeling, but I never really, it was not my passion like that. It was just a hustle. And I did well, and I'm in Miami. So that's a lot of the stories come from being in Miami. I'm around Puff, I'm around Jay, I'm around everybody that's in the industry. So it's like, y'all are just like me. Y'all ain't no different from
like
me.
That aura.
Yeah, get that. It's funny you said Jay. What happened between you and
Girl,
Jay?
You know, nothing bad happened at all. I have no bad ill will or anything.
Yeah, you don't want to have ill will.
You know, well, I'm not worried about that. But the point with Jay is this. I met him, and he was like, you know, he's always been my favorite rapper, things like this. So, you know, in my mind, I was like, wow, I finally meet Jay. I'm about to get on. I'm going to be the best rapper. And it didn't go that way.
He tried to amel you?
You know what? He didn't try anything.
You know amel when he writes you
didn't get that far.
She was like talking on Lady Thigh. What she saying on one of them? And they kicked out the limo.
It was whack. I forgot.
How you gonna get around on your mustache? Like that, remember that? Mustache.
She
He tried to do that to you.
No, she's the original hard rapper.
Okay. Oh man, but Emil, you know I like Emil, so.
You kind of have like
Emil, you got a fan.
She's shouting out your lyrics, girl. I like okay. I like Emil because she kept it real. That was the Emil, Charlie Baltimore, like the chicks that was out back then was real.
It was.
And I like that.
So basically,
no matter what they was talking
that was
about.
not real.
The chicks out now?
Yeah.
That you asking me? You're
I'm
asking
asking
me.
you. I don't want to blatantly, you know.
That is a redundant question.
I know.
The chicks that are out right now are only doing what they're told to do.
Right.
And that's.
Cause you definitely have a song getting at Nicki. Let's just get at it.
Let's get it.
You have a song getting at Nicki.
Yes, I do.
And what made you do that? Like, what was your drive behind that?
Same thing that I'm basically talking about. Being in Miami. I modeled in Miami. So I started in Chicago, and I was like, you know what, let me expand and move to Miami. So I was in Miami modeling with 3 of the biggest agencies out there doing my thing. Not even thinking
Wilhelmina,
Wilhelmina, Ford, and Elite at the same time. I wasn't using my face, so I could get away with it.
Loophole. What's your sign? Smart.
Sag.
Swagatarius.
Okay. But so I'm out there and I'm working hard, things like that. So it's like, you know, as a model, you're always around artists, you're always around the celebrities. Everybody's always around the same crowd and crews in Miami.
True.
So it's like you hang around people, and over time, I think Wayne developed a attraction for me. So it was like, okay, he was dating my girl. He was dating my roommate.
Oh, snap.
Yes. So, you know, I'm like, oh, you date Wayne? You going to the studio? Oh, just telling the whole story. So all of a sudden, you know, I just basically, Nicki Minaj came around, and an issue came up where they were taking a bus trip. I wasn't interested in going on the bus trip.
When they was going to Atlantic City?
This was the one that got arrested. This is the one that got locked up.
Why they was going to New York?
They were going, I'm not sure, but they were in another state.
Was it
I was
Arizona?
in California.
Was it Arizona?
It may have been,
Arizona.
exactly.
Because he had the thing. Yeah.
I was right in
That's
California.
my man, Mike Larry.
Okay, so this all went down there and invited me to the bus ride. And I'm like, I'm not interested. And he took,
he felt offended.
he took a
What you mean you want to go, Emil?
Exactly, okay? What you mean you don't want to go?
With you, Mom?
Nicki Minaj going.
She going, she Minaj.
What
president.
That's when I was like, Nicki
Nicki.
Minaj.
She was
The name Minaj alone is like, all right, that's definitely what you want. So go ahead. So that's how it all unraveled, because it was like, you know, the text stopped, the messages, the cool being.
Oh, because you didn't want to
hang out. It was, you know, it's just.
Why you mad at Nicki?
I'm not mad at Nicki. What I'm mad about is, as a woman to woman, you know how hard it is to get in the
Y'all both Sagittarius.
Exactly, but you know how hard it is when we work hard to get in the positions that we're in.
Yeah.
For somebody to undercut you and just be like, well, there's some pussy. That's you beat me every day on that, because I'm never gonna do that. So every I'm gonna get beat by every chick that's gonna give up some pussy. That's what the industry is about.
The industry is wild.
Because he was working with Kim at the time. He was literally trying to find a female artist. That's what he was working on. So he was working with everybody.
Right.
Everybody had their hands in it. At the time.
So you feel like she cutthroat.
I'm not gonna sleep with you.
Right.
I'm not gonna be on your bus. I'm not gonna be on your tours.
Did that happen with Jay too? Jay tried to smash?
For the most part, Jay hit me on some, I will reach you when I'm in town.
He wanted you to be his girl Friday.
He wanted me to be his girl when he's in town. So
that was basically clearly why he was with
Beyonce. And it's like, for me, I'm not that chick. Like, I could do a lot of things. A lot of girls, you know, do a lot of things behind people's back, hoping that it never comes out.
That's
so,
gonna come back. Karma is
I have a lot of respect for Beyonce. As an artist, as a woman, as a wife, as a mother. At the time, it was like, you know what? I could do a lot of grimy things to get in a position where I want to get. Because a lot of chicks do that. But it's like, I'm gonna have to look at myself in the mirror after this all done. And then somebody can take that from you, that gives it to you. So why not you just work for
easily
it?
Got it, easily taken away.
So I wasn't even on that. So it's like I not missed opportunities, but I walked away from a lot of opportunities because of basically I'm not trying to compromise in this game. And now I'm here. So it's like there's
you made it, don't worry.
You can't say this is living. Wayne can't say this is living. You know, it's like I'm not going that route, so you gotta respect me, and I'm not trying to work with them either. So that's where I'm like, fuck you, because I don't care. I don't want to work.
You don't feel like that's gonna hinder you from?
Honestly, I'm where I am right now. I'm not no better now or better off than I will be if I would have kissed ass.
Right.
So you got artists out here that's kissing ass, throwing out names. I work with this and that. Do they care about you? Can you call them on the phone right now and get a loan? Can you do anything like?
Nah, you hit a invited. Are you even put you on Instagram?
Are you even invited to the family barbecues?
No.
But you typing names and yelling names like these people don't care about you. Get that through your head.
And I'm glad that we finally got one of these up and like a rapper that's coming up that's trying to get their thing, that's becoming, you know, in that big upper echelon that understands that kissing ass ain't the way. Because if you look at the industry today, everybody are friends. That's why it was a whole big thing. Remember when them tweets?
Nobody is your friend.
Exactly. Remember when them tweets leaked out of what everybody should say about certain people?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then it was whole rush and all types of damage control and things like that. And it's funny because that takes away from the competition that's hip hop. Back in the day, everybody was coming at. It wasn't really coming at each other on some "I want to fight you" F you type thing. It was, yo, I think I'm better than you. I'm gonna do it in my music. Or I think I'm better than you. I'm gonna do it in my music. It went from that. Exactly. But it went from that to, oh, you're selling. Can you get on my song? Or oh, you the next big thing. Can you get on my song? And you know what? Drake got tired. Drake is getting tired of it, because if you listen to the tones in all of his new singles, he's always talking about how you always asking for a feature, or how you always asking for something.
Drake, I'm sorry.
He trying to smash
Drake. You just made me think. Like honestly, that's what our options right now. Like we're even talking about Drake right now. You know what I'm saying? Like listen to our options in hip hop. We used to have.
Who's your favorite artist?
Who's my what?
Of all time, who's your favorite artist?
You know what's funny? My favorite, like my top 5, Jay's in it, of course. Lauryn Hill is in it, of course. I have a large, like, I don't just listen to rap. I don't just listen to R&B. Like I like
I like Steely Dan, girl. Don't worry about it. I'm wild.
So I have a lot of favorite artists. Not just one. I have a lot of different sounds that I like. I love Anita Baker for years as R&B.
Sade is that.
Okay.
I love Sade.
We could go on and on and on.
But I know you're saying that you don't want to take that route of like, you know, kissing butt and all of that stuff. So what is your plan of execution for LIV?
What I'm doing right now is exactly my plan. And that's what I'm saying. Like it's whether I kiss ass or not, I'm no better off. Right now, I own my own studio.
Okay.
I have my own beautiful studio. You guys can look it up. It's #YLC Studios on Instagram. It's a 2-story penthouse in Marcy, right in, well, it's in Williamsburg. You know, they're switching it
You
over
gotta say
now.
Williamsburg.
Yeah, they're changing
They're
the names
switching
and
it
stuff
over.
like that, yeah.
It's the penthouses that they built.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Jay has something sideways to say. I'm gonna address it because he's a real funny acted ass nigga. You had something funny to
Oh,
say
okay.
about
Listen.
Marcy